The world's scariest doll is coming back to haunt us, so let's talk about the original. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back. The remake of the 1988 Child's Play is coming out this week, so I thought I would do a review over the original, and I believe this is the first time in any of these not new movie reviews that I've gone in not knowing what movie, or not having seen the movie that I will be talking about beforehand. Well, I mean, I watched it for this review, but with every single one I've done so far this year, I had seen them all before, I had watched them before the review. So this time, I have not seen it at all until I watched it for this, except I feel like I had because of the Dead Meat Kill Count videos, which I definitely recommend checking out. He did a great job on that entire series. But I did watch this to get over my fear of Chucky because he does creep me out, and also to prepare for the new one that comes out this week. And as always with these remake videos, I will have some of my predictions for what I think will be happening in the next one at the end of this video, so stick around for that. First and foremost, I had so much fun with this. If you have been on my channel for a long time, you know I have never been the biggest fan of horror up until recently. I took a class in college, I started working at a job where we deal with a lot of horror films, so I've really been getting into it a lot more. And so going into this, I knew I probably would enjoy myself even though I was terrified, and I really did enjoy myself. And this is a perfect example of why I love like 80s horror movies and slasher horror movies, because it just had this thing about it, if that makes any sense. There's things like the kills are just fun and really creative at times, not necessarily as much in this as they are in, let's say, like Friday the 13th or like Nightmare on Elm Street, the OG slashers, but because these are being done by a doll, it's crazy. And for at least the first act of the film, when Chucky is killing, and even though you as an audience member know it's Chucky, they do a really great job of making it seem like it's Andy through the perspective of the other characters in the film. So if you're looking at it through the lens of his mom or the detective, it does seem like it is Andy committing these insane murders, as well as using the POV of Chucky to make it seem like it's Andy, because they are almost the same height. I would give Andy maybe a half a foot on Chucky. He's a big doll. The film does do a great job of giving you this perspective of a child being the killer, even though it is just this insane serial killer in the body of a doll. And I really loved the reveal when Karen goes to throw the box away and finds that Chucky had no batteries in him whatsoever. That was something I don't think I necessarily remembered or wasn't in James's kill count video, so that was a cool surprise to me. That's her proof that this doll is killing people. And with that, they also have a really great jump scare when Karen goes to check on Chucky, as well as other great jump scares throughout the film, even though some of them can be predictable, but that is just kind of a trope of a lot of 80s horror movie and a lot of slasher movies. The tension is also built very, very well, especially in the scenes where Detective Norris is fighting Chucky in the car and where he's looking around for Chucky while stuck in his car after it's wrecked. And most importantly in this is how lifelike the Chucky doll looks. He is super creepy. The visual effects team did such a great job on him, even though there are some scenes where it is definitely a person in a costume. It's very obvious in some of those scenes. The animatronics in the doll are so insane and creepy, and definitely haunted my nightmares when I was younger, when I just saw clips of this on some TV show sometime.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Yeah, I remember Child's Play. It was a freaking joke and an embarrassment to horror movies everywhere.
Ooh, look out. Here we go. A serial killer in a doll. You know, a Cabbage Patch Kid with an attitude.
Then, to round this out before I get into some of my predictions, I want to talk about a couple of the cast members that particularly stood out to me. The first one is Alex Vincent, who played Andy, probably one of the only kids in horror that has not annoyed the crap out of me. He is a very smart and very adorable little kid. He just plays his role so well. Plus, I absolutely love the line he gives to Chucky at the end.
Andy, no, please. We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
And of course, we can't talk about Chucky without talking about Brad Dourif, who, this guy has haunted my nightmares. First time I saw Brad Dourif was when he was Grima Wormtongue in The Two Towers.
The courtesy of your hall is somewhat lessened of late, Theoden King.
He's not welcome. Why should I welcome you, Gandalf Stormcrow? A just question, my liege.
Oh boy, that guy was super creepy, and he only got creepier when I first watched The X-Files a couple years ago. He played a really creepy psychic type guy in probably the creepiest episode.
Mr. Boggs must be made redemptive for his transgressions.
It wasn't like the creepiest, but it was one of the creepiest episodes of season 1. Oh, this guy is great at being a creepy dude. He does a great job, especially in his live action stuff at the beginning of the film, but also voicing Chucky.
You had to transfer your soul out of the dawn into that of the first human being you revealed your true self to.
You mean the first person I let in on the fact that I was really alive? I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. The first person I let in on my little secret was a 6-year-old kid. I'm gonna be 6 years old again.
And I'm excited to see how Mark Hamill's take on Chucky is going to be different from Brad Dourif's. And I only have a couple predictions, and a lot of it is stuff that we can really infer already from the trailers, which the main one is that it's not necessarily going to be centered around the Chucky doll. It's going to be more of a technology base. I think there's gonna be like some serial killer who's a techno genius, gets killed and transfers his spirit into technology, and then it goes into the technology systems of whatever the company is called, I forget what it's called in the trailers, that controls all these home systems, as well as the Buddy app and the Buddy doll. And then of course, I can't wait for Mark Hamill as Chucky. I think it's going to be super creepy because I don't watch the Batman animated series, or never watched it, but I've heard his voice as the Joker, and it's creepy. So I think Mark Hamill is a great pick to take over the reins, and I'm interested to see where it's going to go. But I think that is pretty much everything I can talk about for this movie. Let me know your thoughts of the original Child's Play in the comments down below, and for the no context question, I shouldn't have to explain what that is anymore. Let me know your favorite in the original Child's Play series. Which one is your favorite? I am probably gonna watch some more of these sometime. I do own the original Child's Play. Actually, it's right here next to me. I should have had it up here the entire time. But I do own the original Child's Play. If you do want to purchase this, there is an Amazon affiliate link in the description, and it'll give me a little percentage that'll help make this channel even better. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate you. Whoever you are, let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking these movies, TV shows, filmmaking, mystery, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!